The northern wind is blowing, the day is growing near, and I'll pack my bags and leave, travel far away.
I'm a musician, songwriter, and I'm also a recording artist because I record all my own albums in my studio. I think as far as I can remember, I've always been somebody who just loved to create, just make things up. When I was a kid, I used to draw a lot, I used to write stories, I used to write comic books, I used to come up with ideas for mock video games I could create when I was older, so there's always been some kind of creative spark. And I find that songwriting itself for me is the ultimate creative expression. I released an EP last month, very much about Parc du Mont-Tremblant, called Compass Points North. So it was a 4-song EP about my memories of traveling up to that park with my family when I was a kid, so there's a concept there. The album that I'm writing right now is looking like it's going to be a double LP, like 20-25 songs. And that too already has a concept I've been working on for a couple of years. More acoustic with traditional instruments, themes about ubiquitous parts of humanity, things that kind of draw us together as human beings, relatable experiences, that kind of thing. So I think I've always just been drawn to the concept idea when it comes to albums with it. I mean, this is a really long time coming for me because I've been writing for well over 20 years now. But there's a lot of things in my life, that made it so it was hard to take that next step and start finalizing projects and releasing it. So it's actually really exciting to be where I am now because even though I've been writing for 20 years, I just started, like performing and doing live stuff and releasing.
And I try to think about what it would be like to live without you in my life.
When you're working as, a recording artist, you're recording by yourself, you're fleshing it out with a particular sound in mind. So you're adding electric guitar, bass, flute, piano, all those things. And it becomes very much like a band endeavor in the end, even though you're the band. So it takes on a life of its own, the song. It doesn't sound anything really the way that you wrote it. So when I perform it, since I'm doing it solo, I'm sort of replaying it the way that I had initially wrote the song, just myself and the guitar. So it's been great, honestly. Like, it's really nice to finally get out there and to share and then to watch people's reactions. Honestly, after 20 years of biding my time to do this, like being in front of a room with even 5 people that'll listen intently and then ask me questions after, it's more than I could, have ever asked for. The painting really came about just suddenly. I think at some point I started rewatching like old episodes of The Joy of Painting, like we talked about, and I really wanted to give it a try. So I bought myself a kit on eBay and I put the TV on and I just tried it. So I would do it at a pace of maybe once a week on the weekend just to give it a try. That quickly became once every 2 weeks. I think over 2.5 years I produced about 100 paintings. And yeah, so it was a lot of fun. It was very peaceful. Put on a record or two, kind of create a painting. It took me about 2.5 to 3 hours to make one. And it was a really nice thing I looked forward to at the end of the week. So that was a lot of fun. But it was just very all of a sudden, I was 30, I think, when I taught myself how to oil paint, and I really don't do it much these days. But yeah, that was pretty much the story with the paintings. They're stacked in the garage. They're all over the house, upstairs, downstairs. I have a pile about this tall in a box in the garage. But yeah, they're all in there.
He goes left, I go right, going home to spend the night, and I know I'll see you on weekends, but you don't see how much I need you now.
I think that my musical trajectory and all of my interests, like, they're so varied that they sort of make their way into my music. Like I said, the main music I'll listen to is metal in all its forms, a lot of progressive rock too. And I think that music has influenced my songwriting, like the way that the songs flow and the different parts. So yeah, there's a lot in there. I mean, there's a metal influence, a progressive rock influence, a folk influence, singer-songwriter. Sometimes people ask me, it's like, is it indie folk or is it, singer-songwriter, Americana? I don't know, right? It's one of those. People that I meet who are songwriters, like, it clicks immediately, right? We're talking about it. It's like a need. It's almost like stifling a sneeze if you can't do it. So I think about it as a primary need. Like, if I don't get the opportunity to work, it's almost like there's something inside that wants to come out. I need to kind of get in there and just flesh it out. I do it very much to sort of satisfy my own artistic ideas and goals. So I tend to let the song take me where it wants to and not the other way around. But yeah, I think when I talk to songwriters, that's been, I think, my favorite thing in the past couple of years now that I've gotten out there and started performing, is meeting like-minded people and, you know, talking to people where this definitely relates with them. So that really is my favorite thing. It's just the need to artistically express yourself in different ways.